So sitting cross-legged on your pillow. Just going to talk a little bit about how, as you tilt your pelvis forward, your spine's just going to be a little bit longer. So hands, maybe just lift your palm, flip your palms so your knuckles are resting on your knees. And then you're just a little bit more open and you're just kind of allowing everything just to settle here. And just lick your lips. I'm going to take a big yawn, so moving into your jaw. Squeeze everything in towards your nose. And then let it go. You're going to take a deep breath in. And out. Okay, if you feel comfortable, you're welcome to close your eyes. And bring your hands to your baby. Bring your hands to your baby. We're just going to have thumbs touching and first finger touching, just so you're kind of making a diamond shape. And you're just going to breathe in and out and feel your belly expand. So noticing how your hands move away from each other, maybe even completely separating as your belly expands. And I want you to really focus on breathing deep down into your diaphragm. So as you breathe in, you can just imagine your diaphragm's flattening and it's moving everything else out of the way. Okay, so you're breathing in, expanding, that diaphragm's flattening, pushing everything out of the way. And then as you breathe out, you're almost going to physically lift everything up off your hips. So this is where we're just going to really work on our pelvic floor. So as you breathe in, you're going to expand that diaphragm, let your belly really, really grow and expand, your hands come away. As you breathe out, we're going to almost lift everything up. So breathing out, and it's almost like the air sucks out of you. And you're hugging your baby up towards your spine. Imagine your ribs are moving out of the way. You're pushing everything up and you're drawing everything upwards and you're engaging. Then again, as you breathe in, you're going to expand, feel everything loosen. And then exhale, everything's drawing back. And notice as you exhale how you feel in your pelvis. The nice relaxed jaw and a relaxed pelvis. Notice how the exhale has that connection. You're breathing in, expanding into that diaphragm, breathing out. See if everything's going to just controlled, almost gently opening. In and out. If it helps to blow the breath out, that's another way. Or you can breathe in and out through your nose. It's completely up to you. You're going to just take a couple more breaths, your own natural pace, inhaling, feeling that belly expand, exhaling, drawing everything back, tucking up in underneath your ribs. Really good. And again, and out. This is just a different way of breathing. It's a controlled way of breathing. And it's the breath that you're going to use eventually when it comes to birthing your baby. It's also a nice, calming breath because it really gets you into the rhythm of thinking about breathing. And thinking about breathing is the first battle. Breathing in and breathing out. Now we're going to bring one hand up to your heart. So you're going to keep your hand on your baby. You're going to breathe into your baby, sharing that breath, that nourishment, that love with your baby. And then you're going to notice how your chest feels as you inhale and exhale. And just notice, how does the breath feel as it comes in through your nose? How does it feel as it travels down, surrounding your heart, and then finally reaching your belly? Huge diaphragm breaths, really, really big. As you release into your belly, inhale, create that space. And then start to think about the journey that breath is taking. So the inhale is your part. You're drawing that breath in, that prana nourishment, allowing the breath to nourish you, traveling down through your lungs, through your diaphragm, down into your belly. And then as you breathe out, your baby is breathing out and it travels back up, circling your heart, up through your throat, out your nose or mouth. And it's that journey that really helps you to remind yourself that this is just you and your baby. You two together, working together. The most sacred of relationships, mummy and baby. We're just going to take the breath a little bit deeper. So you're going to breathe in, expand into your belly, and then as you breathe out, we're going to blow. So just opening your mouth, soft lips, licking your lips. You've got tiny, tiny space in between your lips. And you're going to blow that breath out, almost forcefully, but really controlled and slow. So you're going to and see if that helps you to draw everything back up. So really hugging your baby in as you, but also feeling that loosening down in your pelvic floor, your pelvis, cervix, so that nice that area. So you're just going to breathe in and out. So if you could lengthen the inhales, lengthen the exhales. This is you two working together. One more breath and we'll bring this to a close. Really nice. Okay. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes, give yourself a smile. We're just going to bring both hands up to your heart center. Hands come into a prayer. As you inhale, you're going to reach your hands up to the sky. As you exhale, just flip the palms so your fingers are touching each other, and just let your hands just flutter down, really fluid, nice and slow. When you get down to the floor, flip the palms again, your knuckles on the floor. You're going to inhale, sweep your arms up, and exhale, let them come back down. And I want you to feel this movement nice and fluid. So this movement is almost the same as how your baby moves in your womb. If you've got, making that space coming up. Exhale. Always making sure your palms are open. Inhale, sweeping up. Palms together. Exhale, flipping those palms so the fingers are touching. Palms are open as you push down. Really good. Okay, fingertips on the floor. Roll your shoulders open up through your chest. You're just going to look over to the left. So following your nose, looking over the left shoulder. Twisting, twisting, twisting. See if that left hand just can walk a little bit back behind you. Bring the right hand over towards your left knee. Just gently let it rest and look over the left shoulder. Little twist. And then coming to the other side. So really, really gently allowing your right hand to come all the way back behind you. Right hand comes behind you. Just looking over your shoulder. Just let your nose kind of be that guide. Maybe bring your left hand to your right knee, just a twist gently, and then come back to the center. Good. Right, bring your legs out in front of you, give them a shake. Got space, give them a shake. So roll your ankles, flex your feet, point your toes, flex your feet, point your toes. Are you still sitting on your pillow? Make sure you're still sitting on the pillow just so that you're slightly elevated and your spine is nice and long. Okay, so whichever way you've got space here, we're going to keep your left leg, so whichever way, I'm going to do left leg's long, right foot comes inside the left thigh. You're going to just using your hand just to push that right knee down onto the floor. So you're just going to open up through that thigh hip. And you're going to stay sitting up nice and tall. Left hand just going to walk down towards your left feet as far as you can go without collapsing. So you want to keep that spine long. You can have that hand as far as you can. And then your right hand's going to reach up. And again, it's nice and fluid. So just float that right hand up, look up to those fingers, breathe in, open up through the chest. Exhale, right hand comes back down. We do the same on the other side. So right leg extended, left foot tucks inside your right leg. Flex the left foot, point the right, flex the right foot, point the right foot, whatever feels nice, just keeping everything moving. And then use your left hand just to push that left knee down, opening up through the hip flexor, Roll the shoulders, open up through the chest. Right hand, just tiptoe, walk down towards your right ankle, wherever you get to. Roll the shoulders, keep your chest nice and open, and left arm comes up. Look up, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and then left hand maybe reaches behind you or sweeps all the way back to meet your right hand. Just bring that left hand forward. And then we're going to bring yourself back to the center. Keep that left foot tucked inside your right thigh. You're going to walk your left hand out to the side. You're going to just find those spider fingers just resting on the floor, bending the left elbow. Reach up through the right hand, stretch the right side of your torso, reach over to the left. Breathe in, breathe out, come back to the center. Breathe in, reach over to the left. Just nice and fluid. Up and down, and then release the right hand down. So just bring the left leg out now, so it's long. Right foot tucks inside the right thigh. Left thigh, sorry, right hand just going to walk out to the side, find those spider fingers, bend into the right elbow, chest is open, left arm comes up, look up, exhale, reach over to the right. Stretching the left side of your torso. Keep that chest open so you don't want to collapse. You want to keep everything open. Come up to the center and over again. Really nice. Good. Okay, roll the shoulders. We're going to come onto your hands and knees. And if you need to use your pillow, either under your knees or your feet or in between your ankles, now is the time to find that placement. So finding your tabletop position. We're just going to move nice and intuitively with your hips. So we're going to come in forwards and backwards. Start with the wrists. So you're coming forwards and backwards over the wrists. Making circles. So you're drawing circles with your hips. Drawing circles coming all the way back and all the way forward. Maybe sitting down on your heels, rolling from hip to hip, heel to heel, sorry, makes no sense. Coming forward over those wrists and then moving back over your heels. And just nice, gentle movement here. Finding something that feels good to you, so it's just about really building your confidence to explore how things feel, what works, what doesn't. So when you do feel tired and you're not feeling great, knowing what your go-to movement is. And then just find some stillness. I'm going to take a child's pose, so nice and wide. Knees on, if you've got a mat, knees are on the edges of your mat. If you've not got a mat, you just want to have your knees quite wide. Your toes come together. You want to sit down on your heels and then walk your hands forward, 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 forward. And see if you can rest your head on the floor. But it's not a problem if it's not all the way there. You just want to really reach your hands forward, lengthen through the back of your arms, lengthen through your torso, lengthen your spine. See if you can sit those hips back a little bit more and just breathe. Inhaling. Sigh the breath out, let everything go. Really good. Slowly work your way back up into all fours. So in your all fours position again, we're just going to work on a nice spinal movement. So what you're going to do is you're going to drop your belly down and flick your hips up. So you nice dip in your lower back. Push your hips up as high as you can. So push those sit bones up, drop the belly down. Your chest stays open. If it doesn't feel too tight on your bump, you can look up here. Otherwise, just let your neck be in line with your spine, so just one long line. find what feels comfortable. Just dropping the belly in, just rocking your hips side to side. It's almost just having that permission just to let all that weight come off of your hips. Just sway side to side. Take a deep breath in. Sigh the breath out. Then we're going to roll the spine. So what you're going to do is on the exhale, you're going to tuck the sit bone under, come back to that neutral spine, and then pushing down through your hands and knuckles and wrists, stretch your shoulder blades up to the ceiling and look down, looking at your belly. So your focus here is your shoulder blades. And then we're just going to flow through again. So breathing in, and you're going to tilt that sit bone up, drop the belly down, chest comes forward, look up as you breathe in. Exhale, you're going to round your spine, so tuck that sit bone under, stretch the shoulders up, 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 up. Again, inhale, drop your belly, hips up, chest comes forward. You might want to look up, you might want to stay as you are. Exhale, round it out, so tuck that sit bone under. You're going to stretch the shoulders high as you can. Taking 2 more here, breathing in, drop the belly, just explore how high you can push those hips up and how open you can go with your chest. And exhale, round that spine, tuck the sit bone under, really feel all those bones just moving. Breathe in again, drop the belly, exploring here, chest open, look up. Exhale, round it out. So stretch those shoulders up high. We're going to take a child's pose just to lengthen, and we're going to take pressure off your wrists. So sit back on your heels, knees nice and wide. Walk your hands out and then drop your head down as far as you can go. If you've got a block or a book or something, you might want to just rest your forehead on a block, just lifting the ground away. Maybe just rolling your forehead from side to side, just so you're massaging your third eye, that space in between your eyebrows. And breathe in and sigh the breath out. And again, in and out. Really good. Slowly making your way back into your tabletop position. And we'll just work on stretching everything. So we've already shown some love to our wrists. So you're just going to rotate your wrists here. Just keep bringing your attention to all of those joints that you don't have so much attention on. So just flipping your hands so your palm faces up. And maybe out to the side, rocking side to side. Really good. Okay, so we're going to start with your right foot. You're going to just stretch your right leg back behind you, tucking your right toe under and drawing your right heel back towards the back of the room. All the while, you want to keep your spine nice and straight and look down inside your thumbs and just rolling forwards and backwards. So just kind of exploring, noticing how it feels. Do you want to stretch anymore? Do you want to just go easy? Just breathing as you move. And then if you feel strong now, just lifting that right foot up. And you don't want to go too high, okay? You want to keep your hips level. You want to flex that right foot away from you, and you want to lift that right leg up nice and straight. And imagine you're drawing everything into midline. So hug your baby tight in towards your spine. Breathing in here, your pelvic floor is engaged, you're breathing in and out, and that belly is hugged up, that baby's hugged up, and then release. Just sit back on your heels, bring your hands up, so you're going to bring your elbows together, just going to rotate your wrists, just counter any of that pressure. And with your hands interlaced, just going to push your hands away from you. And give it a shake. And we're going to come onto the other side. So coming down into your tabletop position, left foot comes to the back. You're going to tuck those toes, flex the left foot, heel comes down to the floor. You come forward and backwards. And start by hugging your baby up to your spine. So hug your baby up, switch on that core, and you're just going to breathe naturally. So as you breathe in and out, your baby's hugged in. You're keeping those lower abdominals nice and toned, ready to strengthen and release. And then when you're ready, come to stillness and just lift that foot up off the floor. Flex that left foot away from you, drawing everything into the midline. Hug your baby up nice and tight, breathing in, breathing out, and then bring that knee back down onto the floor. Sit back on your heels again. Bring your hands together, elbows together. Rotate those wrists. And the other way. And then breathe in as you push those interlaced fingers away from you. Stretch the shoulders back, back, back. Really nice. Shake it off. Come down into a child's pose. So your toes together, knees out to the side. Walk your hands forward. Lengthen and release. Let that spine lengthen. Notice if you can open your hips anymore as you breathe in. And walking your hands forward, drawing those hips back. Inhale, and sigh the breath out. Really good. Okay, walking your hands back towards your hips, coming back into your tabletop position. And face you now. You're just going to bring your right foot outside your right hand. Okay? So once you're there, just rock forwards and backwards. If you've got that pillow in front of you, you might want to kind of come down onto your forearms, resting on the pillow if you've got that space, but don't worry if you don't. Notice how this feels. Forwards and back. Keep breathing. Just explore. Then you're going to come to stillness and just bring your right elbow up onto your right knee. And then once you're nice and still here, you're going to come up so that you're nice and open. Your left hand's going to come up. Breathing in, breathing out. Really good. And in, reach up. And we're going to draw some circles. So your left hand's going to come forward and back, all the way. So use the breath because it may feel uncomfortable in the beginning. You might want to go nice and slow. Once more. Really good. Okay, hands come back down. Release that knee. You're going to take the left foot out to the side. So come on. Sorry, I've lost you.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I've just completely lost my screen. Sorry. There you are. Sorry about that. Okay, coming back. I can't see myself now. Okay, perfect. So we're going to come back to the other side. So you've got your left foot out to the side. You're going to come forward and backward, stretching into those hips. Keep breathing. And then bringing your elbow up onto your knee, sweeping your right hand up, just Really stretching the side body. So while you're up here, rolling that right shoulder down, maybe looking up to the right fingertips if it feels safe. And then reaching up and then slowly reaching back, drawing those big circles up and back and up and back, up and back, up and back. Really good. Bring both hands down. You're going to come from your tabletop position. We're going to come into a squat. So you're going to tuck your toes under, lift your knees up. Just take your feet a little bit wider, so a little bit froggy. You're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. Once you've got your feet on the floor, you're going to turn your toes so they face forward. Elbows up to your knees. Squeeze everything in. Breathing in here and out. And then we're going to reach your right hand forward. And then your left hand forward. Keep the chest up. Squeeze those inner thighs. Sitting down, breathing in. And then you're going to release, let everything drop down. Hips come up and you slowly start to stretch the back of your legs. So as long as you don't feel dizzy here, just looking down through your knees. If your hands are on the floor, just bending your knees and just kind of moving intuitively again. And we're slowly going to come up. So you're going to soften your knees. You're going to let your hands hang, tuck your chin into your chest and roll up. Bringing your head up, the last thing. With your knees nice and soft. You're going to tilt your pelvis forward. So Michael Jackson thrust forward. Squeeze that bum, hands to your baby. Do the same hand we did before. So you've got your thumbs together, your first fingers together, resting on your belly, soft knees. Just rotate those hips. Circles or a figure of 8. Gently moving, breathing, everything's fluid. Deep breath in, we're going to blubber the lips. Let everything go. And again, in. And then just come into stillness. Roll your shoulders, just toe heel your feet in so that the hip distance apart, slightly wider, just so that you're a little bit more stable. Root down through those feet. You're going to soften your knees, bring your hands behind you. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, all the way. Root down through those heels. You might want to look up, you may want to just look out in front of you. Imagine you're holding a beach ball. You're going to draw your belly up towards your spine, hug your baby nice and tight, push your pelvis forward. You're going to squeeze your bum, squeeze your thighs, make everything nice and strong. Reaching up, exhale, bring your hands down through heart center at your heart. Really good. Bringing your hands just behind your hips, just above your kidneys. So you're just kind of massaging. So your thumbs just resting above your kidneys, soft knees. We're going to do our camel tucks, okay? So soft knees. You're going to breathe in and let everything kind of expand. So as we would do at the beginning, so you're going to breathe in. Then as you breathe out, you're going to push your hips forward, draw everything up. And then you're going to breathe in, let it all go. And then you're going to breathe out, draw everything up. Breathe in, push everything back, let everything go. Breathe out, and just stand. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Okay, so we're going to do the breath the other way now. So this time, as you breathe in, you're going to draw everything inwards. As you breathe out, you're going to let everything go. And I want you to notice the difference, okay? So your inhale, I want you to imagine is your contractions, and your exhale is your release And it's almost like that's how you would blow your baby out, as silly as that sounds. But so as you draw your belly up towards your spine, drawing your baby up in towards your spine, you imagine this is your tightening, you're hugging everything in. As you breathe out, you're letting everything go. Let's just have a go. If I do it from the side, you can see that kind of hip thrust almost. So your inhale zips everything up. Your exhale lets everything go. Okay? So take 4. Breathing in and breathing out. Really good. And remember to have a nice relaxed jaw as you blow. Really good. Okay, well done. We're going to come down into a child's pose, just to give yourself a little bit of a breather. Have a drink and then stretch the arms out in front of you. So taking your knees nice and wide, toes together, drawing your hands in front of you, lengthening through your spine, letting everything relax. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And then we're going to slowly come up onto your all fours again to come, and we'll do our pelvic floor breathing. So you want to set yourself up so that you're comfortable. You want to be on all fours, either on your hands or on your forearms with your hands clasped, whatever feels nice for you, as long as you can have a nice straight back there and just your head just drop down. You don't want to be dipping or kind of pushing your hips or anything. You want to really keep everything neutral. So coming into that neutral position, try and keep your head down and just listen to the instructions instead of looking up and down, you'll hurt your neck. So in all fours, you're going to breathe naturally in and out. And then on the next inhale, I want you to imagine you're squeezing some spaghetti in between your bum. And you're hugging everything in, and you're letting that spaghetti hold nice and tight, and you're going to breathe in and out naturally. And notice, however, what everything feels like as you do this, as you move through the breath. Keep breathing naturally. Keep that bum squeezed. Keep that spine straight. On the next inhale, you're going to now imagine you're holding your P midstream. So how can you do that with your feet separate, your knees open? How does that feel? So holding that P midstream, holding that spaghetti, you have to really engage your glutes and really kind of focus on it. Keep that breath flowing in and out. Keep that P held, keep the spaghetti nice and tight. Then on the next inhale, I want you to imagine you're hugging your baby up in towards your spine. So you're drawing your belly up, that lower abdominals, you're going to draw up, nice and tight. You can release your P, but keep your baby hugged in. You're breathing naturally here. You can even release that spaghetti, but keep your baby hugged in. Breathe naturally, keep your spine long, allow your glutes to relax, allow your pelvis to relax, allow your birth canal just to be nice and open. Your jaw's relaxed, you're breathing gently, you're breathing nice rhythm, but your baby's hugged nice and tight.
We're going to start to use the exhale to blow out. So instead of breathing in and out through our nose, we're going to breathe in and out, in through our nose and blow out through our mouth. So you're going to breathe in, hug your baby in, and then as you breathe out, you're going to just gently blow the breath away, imagining you're blowing away dandelion seeds. And you're going to keep your baby hugged in, but you're going to let your baby go maybe 50%. Use the breath. So just have a think about it. See how much you need to blow, how much you need to push, how much you need to release, and notice what you're actually doing here. Are you pushing? Are you breathing? Are you releasing? Are you relaxing? Keep that jaw relaxed. You've let your baby go 50% now, okay? So you're not hugging your baby as tight as you were, but you're breathing naturally. You're inhaling. You're exhaling. On the next inhale, I want you to hug that baby in again, and then on the next exhale, I want you to let the baby go another 50%, so you're still holding 25%. Inhale, feel everything relax. Then I want you to blow that breath out. Imagine you're blowing away those dandelion seeds off into the distance, and let your baby release, let your belly drop. And slowly sit back into your child's pose. So take those knees out to the side, toes together, sit down on your heels, draw the hands forward. Taking a deep breath in, sighing the breath out. Let those arms stretch out. So walk the arms as far forward as you can, just so you can really stretch out your triceps. You know, if you're on the forearms, it's really strong there on your arms. So it's good in terms of building that strength, but you really do need to stretch it out here. So taking a deep breath in, your biggest breath you've taken all day, really expand into your belly, let your baby swim around. Imagine you've made as much space as you can. And then sigh the breath out, let everything go. Really good. Taking a deep breath in and out. Slowly bringing yourself up to a seated position. And when you're up seated, just shuffle back so that you've got space against the wall so that you can sit against the wall or maybe sit against the bed. Just set yourself up so that you've got support, your back's supported, and you can really just relax into the nice. There you go, good. Maybe you want to have pillow underneath your knee. Maybe you want to have your toes on your feet on your knees. Then you might want to have pillows under your legs here, or even if your legs are out in front of you, but just slightly elevated. Make yourself nice and comfy. Yeah, good. And then just drop your chin down to your chest. So you're just going to let all that tension release off your shoulders and neck. Keep breathing, but you're going to really relax now. So we're not going to focus that breath on doing anything. We're just going to breathe. So you're just going to lick your lips. You're going to squeeze everything in towards your nose. Big yawn. And then just let the tip of your tongue just rest inside the roof of your mouth. Your hands come to your baby. You're going to push your back into the wall. So really roll those shoulders up and down, and then push those shoulders into the wall. Chest is open, letting those shoulder blades really melt back. So you're nice and open. Keep breathing and releasing. Close your eyes, let your eyelids relax, your cheekbones relax, your lips, your shoulders relax. Your shoulder blades supported by the wall, your back, your spine, your hips, even your sit bones. Let them really melt down into the pillow or the floor. Soles of your feet, feel them softening and relaxing. Bring your attention to your breath. And visualize the breath coming in, traveling down to your womb, that space where your baby lives, where your baby gets everything he needs,
You nourish your baby with love. You nourish your baby with food, nutrients. You nourish your baby with your breath. You share everything with your baby. You are your baby's home. The first place your baby's ever lived is inside your body. You're his mother or her mother. You can visualize your baby moving, exploring, feeling supported and comfortable. And then you just bring your awareness to yourself and the space around you, and the wall and the floor and the pillows supporting you, your yoga practice supporting you, this act of self-care supporting you, this loving kindness that you are allowing yourself to enjoy. Both hands on your baby, taking a deep breath in. You're welcome to join me or welcome to repeat after me. Is the universal sound for love. Bring both hands up to your heart, hands in a prayer. You'll seal your practice, sending love to you and your baby. Draw your forehead down. You can brush your third eye with your fingertips. Namaste.